Welcome to the Academy! The Academy started as an audio segment on Utinicast to provide information and advice for players new to Star Wars: The Old Republic, along with some handy tips for the veterans. Swerterista then creates glorious videos providing additional information and background and highlighting some of SWTOR's wonderful scenery. In this episode of the Academy, we'll be covering the Alliance system, including companion alerts, the Alliance specialists, and the Star Fortresses.
The Alliance system is a way of building your forces against Arcann by recruiting new companions to your cause, gathering supplies for your newly founded base of operations, and working with potential allies to destroy key targets on planets across the galaxy. You can start your progress on the Alliance system once you've gotten to Chapter 9 of Knights of the Fallen Empire. If you haven't gotten that far yet, minor spoiler alert! The Alliance system is made up of many different parts, but focuses around your 4 Alliance specialists, individuals who are veterans in their respective fields. You can help them and grow your alliance in 2 ways, by finding them new recruits that will benefit your cause, and by gathering special supplies that can aid them in their various works. Keep in mind, the Alliance system conversations are done in a slightly different way than normal cutscenes. The interface gains a classic look similar to the cutscenes in Knights of the Old Republic, and your character's voice is not heard at all. Finding new recruits for your Alliance specialists involves questing off the main path of Knights of the Fallen Empire. Recruiting new allies starts with the quest to find a Findsman. Once you've found a recruit, keep in mind they can easily travel back to them at any time through your Companions and Contacts panel. You can get there by pressing the N key on your keyboard, or by clicking the fist icon on the menu. Then you can find your recruit in the list and press Travel to Contact in the top right. This travel function also works for many of the other recruits you'll gather, and can be a quick way to return to your base on Odessen. Much like companions, you can gain influence with your Alliance specialists, which grants you achievements, special rewards, unique abilities, and spendable currency as you progress. Alliance specialists start at influence level 1, and can progress all the way to influence level 20. You gain influence with your Alliance specialists every time you bring them a new recruit, but if you want to bring them all the way to influence level 20, you'll also need to bring them supplies. Locked supply crates can be gained by completing heroics, missions that can be completed once a week. An easy way to pick up heroics is to head to the inner ring of the fleet and look for the wide heroics terminal. From there, you can pick up all the heroics that reward supplies. The best part about doing heroic missions is that they can be instantly traveled to. Once you've picked up a heroic quest, look for it on your missions panel and press the ship icon beside it, and you'll be teleported to the quest start. You can even pick up a bunch of heroics on the same planet and then easily hop from heroic to heroic using the travel pass. Keep in mind that heroics start awarding supply crates at level 61. A fun way to level up between 61 and 65 is to simply do all the heroics on the terminal list from top to bottom. You'll wind up with a ton of credits, locked supply crates, achievements, and being max level without even having to start Knights of the Fallen Empire on that character. Each of the Alliance commanders likes a different type of supply crate. Admiral Ego likes military equipment, Hylo Viz likes smuggled goods, Dr. Ogorob likes the alien research crates, and Sanare the Voss likes ancient artifacts. Once you've gained a locked supply crate, you can bring it to the correct Alliance specialist and turn it in for a reward. Don't forget to use the Travel to Contact button on your Companions and Contacts panel to get to them easily. Turning in your supply crate will get you a few things. You'll gain 500 influence with your Alliance specialist, and a special share of the loot just for you. The reward loot usually includes some gifts for your companions, and some legacy armor, which can be worn on any of your characters above level 10. You'll also have a chance of being rewarded a cool speeder. As you gain influence levels with your Alliance specialists, you'll also be given a special reward through your commander's datapad, located in a tiny room on the west side of your Odessen headquarters. For every influence level you gain with your Alliance specialist, a small quest will pop up on the datapad, which rewards you with some credits and currency crystals. There's even a free introductory reward on the datapad that introduces you to each of your specialists. Gaining influence with your Alliance specialists will occasionally unlock more conversations with them, but not very often. Some of the rewards you can gain from them include special buffs and abilities while doing the Star Fortress flashpoint, a unique Roche speeder from each of the specialists at influence level 20, and the Alliance Commander title if you fully complete your alliance with all specialists at influence level 20, As you gain influence, you'll also hear small changes around your alliance base. The soldiers, scientists, and supporters will sound a little happier as morale improves. Once you've completed Chapter 9, you'll also be able to start the Star Fortress story arc and missions. Look for Mio Den, who has a quest symbol over his head in your alliance base on Odessen. He'll get you started on a mission to infiltrate a Star Fortress, battle stations deployed by Arcann across the galaxy to subdue dissenting worlds. Once you've completed the introductory quest, you'll receive alerts from 6 other planets with new potential recruits, who require help taking down the Star Fortresses above their planet. If you follow the alerts, you'll be able to try out each of the different solo Star Fortress flashpoints. They each have roughly the same mechanics, but have slightly different visuals depending on what planet they are over. Completing each planetary alert gains you a new companion. These companions are especially cool because they include species we've never had as companions, including a Solonian, a Nithorian, and even a Nautolan. After you've completed a planetary alert, you'll be able to do the heroic version of that planet's Star Fortress. The heroic version is meant to be done with 2+ people, but if you have really good gear and a companion with influence, you should be able to solo the heroic versions. For every Alliance Specialist you've gotten to influence level 10, you'll also get a special buff in heroic mode that helps you in battle. There's also some hidden items in each Star Fortress that can only be unlocked if you or one of your group members has the correct Alliance Specialist at influence level 10. Unlocking these items will give you a special temporary ability to help you in battle while in the Star Fortress. Bringing all 4 of your Alliance Specialists to influence level 10 will give you all 4 buffs and lets you unlock all 4 hidden items and abilities. If you're an achievement hunter, there's also a bunch of achievements tied to Star Fortresses, both in solo and heroic mode. The coolest ones are a special achievement for defeating an Exarch with all 4 temporary abilities unlocked, and another achievement for defeating an Exarch ungrouped and with no buffs at all. Apart from growing your alliance, there's also a lot of neat perks for you on Odessen, the lush planet where your alliance has settled down. Inside the cantina on Odessen, there's a vendor that sells companion gifts, locked supply crates, and 2 rare crafting materials that can use yourself or sell on the GTN for credits. This vendor only accepts data crystal currency, so it's a great way to use your common, glowing, and radiant crystals that you have left over. You can even access this vendor on characters you've not started the Knights of the Fallen Empire story on by unlocking the Odessen priority travel in their character perks. Inside the cantina, there's 2 more companions you can recruit, the original ship droids C2N2 and 2VR8. C2N2 even has a weekly repeatable quest where you can bring him crafting materials to help your alliance. Inside your actual alliance base, there's a vendor you can exchange common data crystals for Zakulan decorations, 3 pets, and a set of Scion's vestments just like the Scions in the storyware. Working on your alliance can take a lot of time and effort, but it can be very rewarding to actually see your alliance grow as it gains new members, and to hear your alliance members become more confident as you gain them more supplies and recruits. If you're daunted about starting the alliance missions, I highly recommend going back and playing all 8 class stories first. That way you can meet all the previous companions before you recruit them through alerts. New chapters of Knights of the Fallen Empire come out every month, and each chapter progresses your alliance, either by gaining you a new highly skilled recruit through the story, or through new companion alerts. Every chapter is a step towards defeating Arcann and the Eternal Empire. If you enjoyed this video, you can view more like it as part of the Academy series on YouTube. You can visit saturista.com/academy or follow me on Twitter @saturista. We've covered topics like what you can do at level 65, flashpoints in operations, companions, crafting, combat, gearing, and more. New episodes come out every week. If you like Star Wars: The Old Republic, I highly recommend tuning into
the UtiniCast, the podcast that is creating an army to assist the overwhelmed Jedi.
We're a weekly show that aims to provide in-depth coverage of all SWTOR news, along with weekly tips, feedback from our community, and the occasional discussion on a topic of interest.
The UtiniCast is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and more. Check us out at utinicast.com. That's OOTINICAST.